Made with EasyVid, freeware at easyvid.com.
We're looking at the top 10 cheap smartphones. All the smartphones on our list are unlocked, capable of use internationally, and are at least efficient at web browsing and email if nothing else. And we start off with the Blue Dash Junior K. This is possibly the cheapest smartphone on our list, and because of that you get a really small amount of memory, which sort of limits what you can do with the phone. However, it does come with Android KitKat and a 1.3 GHz dual-core processor. Not bad for less than $50. Sadly, this phone does not support 3G or 4G, it's 2G only, and that's why it's so cheap, but it does do phone, it does do email, it does do text, it does pictures, and it does web browsing just fine. To get full reviews for each cheap smartphone on our list and quickly narrow down which one is right for you, all you have to do is click the link beneath the video or search for EasyVid Best Cheap Smartphones. Number 9 is the LG Optimus L7 II. Now this is probably the best cheap smartphone for travel. It's factory unlocked and it's meant for international travel. It does 2G and 3G and it has Jelly Bean, which is pretty cool. It has dual SIM cards, Wi-Fi, and a micro SD for expansion of up to 32 gigabytes. It also comes with a beautiful 4.3-inch touchscreen and an 8 megapixel camera. So this is possibly one of the best smartphones on our list and it costs less than $150. Number 8 is another great option for travel. This is the second generation Motorola Moto G. This is also factory unlocked and it's global GSM, so you're getting Android KitKat as well as a 2070 mAh battery. It does brilliant 3G outside of the United States and you get various amenities like Gorilla Glass, which is pretty cool. It also has a top-notch Snapdragon processor at 1.2 GHz quad-core. But for a lot less money, you can get this Blue Studio 5.02. This is an excellent phone and it costs less than $120. You can get it in white or black and it's capable of 4G, 3G, or 2G. The screen is a brilliant 5-inch IPS panel and the only downside to this phone is the camera is really cheap. It's a 5 megapixel camera and the quality is just not very good. To get full reviews for each cheap smartphone on our list and quickly narrow down which one is right for you, all you have to do is click the link beneath the video or search for EasyVid Best Cheap Smartphones. At number 6, we have the factory unlocked international version of the Samsung Galaxy S4. This is one of the most expensive phones on our list, but we still consider it relatively cheap compared to a lot of today's offerings. With this one you get 2 quad-core CPUs and a dedicated GPU, meaning that you can play games, do anything like multitask, take high-resolution pictures, and it runs Android Jelly Bean, which is pretty nice. If you're looking for an inexpensive smartphone that allows you to shoot full HD video, then this is probably the one to get. And at number 5, we have the traditional Apple iPhone 4. Now, we know this is a little bit old, but it's still a great phone. It still is perfect for web browsing, email, taking pictures, playing games, and really all of the basics. Plus, you get the ease of use of iOS and the reliability of iOS. So it's really a great option for buying someone's first smartphone for a kid, smartphone for a grandma, or anybody who just needs the basics. Number 4 is the Nokia Lumia 520, and this is probably the best value of any item on our list. The only problem with this is it uses Microsoft's Windows Phone operating system. There are a few people that just don't like Windows Phone, but for anybody who's actually used it, you generally tend to like it after a little bit. This one has Windows Phone 8, and it comes with an excellent IPS LCD screen, the only one on our list that has an IPS screen that costs less than $100. This is an unlocked GSM phone that does everything from GPS and maps to email to browsing to great photography and video taking. So definitely check this one out. Number 3 is the Galaxy S4 Mini. The mini version of the S4 is much less expensive, but still costs nearly $300, so more on the high end of our list. However, it does do quad band and 3G, so you get an excellent international option here, especially because it's factory unlocked and dual SIM. Reception, Wi-Fi, battery life, everything is perfect. You can drop this phone, it's not going to get damaged too bad. It has a great cover and it's been designed for drops. It has an excellent usage of Android's KitKat software, in other words Android 4.4.2, and we really think this is one of the best options on the list, but again, it's more expensive than most of the other ones. Coming in at number 2 is another Galaxy Mini. This time it's the Samsung S3 Mini. This one is a lot less expensive than the S4, in fact almost half as much, and it has just about all of the same features with the exception of it does not support 4G. But a lot of people either don't have 4G coverage or they simply don't need it because they're not doing things like streaming HD video. If you're one of those people, then this is definitely the phone to get. It's the unlocked international version with all the amenities of a Samsung phone. To get full reviews for each cheap smartphone on our list and quickly narrow down which one is right for you, all you have to do is click the link beneath the video or search for EasyVid Best Cheap Smartphones. And finally, at number 1, the best inexpensive smartphone that you can currently get, it's the Blue Advance 4.0. This is the unlocked dual SIM version of the phone. Comes with Jelly Bean, 4-inch high-resolution WVGA display. It has an audio jack, FM radio, MP3 player, anything that you can think of that you would want in a phone, this one actually has it. It even has a micro SD slot for expansion, and it works with every major carrier. Best of all, the price. It is so cheap, and make sure you go to the website if you want to see the pricing on this one, but it's incredibly cheap. It has fast enough hardware to stream video, and it has great speakers, which is sort of a surprise for the price. And for that matter, so is the long-lasting battery. Essentially, the only downside to this phone is that it only has 4 GB of internal memory, which is not a lot for modern Android OS, so you're pretty much going to need to buy an SD card along with it. However, they're so cheap, and the phone is so cheap that it hardly even matters. We really can't recommend this phone more, and we just can't believe how inexpensive it is. Make sure you click the link beneath the video to check it out. To get full reviews for each cheap smartphone on our list and quickly narrow down which one is right for you, all you have to do is click the link beneath the video or search for EasyVid Best Cheap Smartphones.